Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. I am Nahida from first MSc Microbiology, Secretariat College. In this video, we are going to see about cytokines and its functional group. Cytokines. Cytokines are small protein made by immune and other cells in the body. They are like messengers, helping cells talk to each other and work together in the immune systems. Various types of cytokines have specific jobs. Cytokines are small immunomodulating proteins. That means small proteins that regulate the immune systems range from 5 to 25 kDa. There are messengers used in cell-to-cell communicate through paracrine, autocrine and endocrine signaling. It's important to note that cytokines are different from hormones, which are more specific molecules. Various cells like macrophages and lymphocytes produce cytokines to coordinate the immune response. Types of cytokines. Cytokines, there are many different types of cytokines, including interleukins, chemokines, and growth factor. Interleukins help immune cells to communicate. Chemokines guide immune cells' movement, and growth factor play a role in cell growth and specializations. Cytokines functions. Cytokines play a variety of roles in the immune systems, including activating immune cells, calling them to infection sites, and controlling the immune response to avoid too much inflammation. They are also involved in non-immune processes such as cell growth and differentiations. Properties of cytokines. Cytokines may act on the cells that produce them, autocrine actions, on the near B cells, paracrine actions, or on distant cells, endocrine actions. They are pleiotropic in nature, means that a single cytokines can act on different cell types, or different cell types may secrete the same cytokine. They are mostly produced in cascades, as one cytokine estimate the release of other cytokines, can work both antagonistically and synergistically. Functional group of cytokines. Some cytokines of innate immunity. Interleukin 1 secreted by monocytes, macrophages, endothelial cells, epithelial cells. Targets and effects. Vasculatures, inflammation, hypothalamus, fever, liver, inductions of acute phase proteins. Tumor necrosis factor alpha secreted by macrophages, monocytes, neutrophils, activated T cells and natural killer cells. Targets and effects. Vasculatures, inflammation, liver, inductions of acute phase proteins, loss of muscles, body fat, cachexia, inductions of death in many cell types, neutrophil activations. Interleukin 12 secreted by macrophages, dendritic cells. Targets and effects. Natural killer cells influence adaptive immunity, promotes T helper cells 1. Interleukin 6 secreted by macrophages, endothelial cells and T helper cells 2. Targets and effects. Liver, induce acute phase protein, influence adaptive immunity, proliferations and antibody secretions of B cell lineage. Interferon alpha secreted by macrophages, dendritic cell, virus infected cells. Targets and effects. Induce an antiviral states in most nucleated cell, increase MHC class 1 major histocompatibility complex 1 expressions, activates natural killer. Interferon beta secreted by macrophages, dendritic cells, virus infected cells. Targets and effects. Induce an antiviral state in most nucleated cells, increases MHC class 1 expressions, activates natural killer cells. Some cytokines of adaptive immunity. Interleukin 2 secreted by T cells. Targets and effects. T cell proliferation can promote AICD, activations of induced cell death, natural killer cells, activations and proliferations, B cells proliferations. Interleukin 4 secreted by T helper cells 2 mast cell. Targets and effects. Promotes T helper cells to differentiation isotype switch to immunoglobulin E. Interleukin 5 secreted by T helper cells 2. Targets and effects. Eosinophil activation and generations. Transforming growth factor beta secreted by T cell, macrophages, and other cell types. Targets and effects: inhibit T cell proliferations and effector functions, inhibit B cell proliferations, promote isotype switch to immunoglobulin A, inhibits macrophages, interferon gamma, T helper cells 1, and natural killer cells. Targets and effects: activates macrophages. In cytokine activation, the first step is the small antigen or foreign substance which stimulate the cell produce cytokines. In second step, the cytokine genes of the activated due to the presence of antigen. In third step, gene are produced by cytokines. Fourth step, the specific cytokine receptors are targeted cell bounded and activated. In fifth steps, the targeted cells genes or enzymes activated which result the cell differentiation or cell death. Thank you all watching my video. I have attached reference in this video.